Hello everyone, today I will be sharing what I made for hashtag SelflessSew April 23, and I will also be sharing my plans for Me Made May. So if this is something that you are interested in hearing about, please continue to watch. Hello friends, welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Talisha and I also go by CreativiTeeByT, and if you're new to watching the channel, I welcome you and I hope you consider subscribing, and thank you to all of my returning subscribers for coming back and for your continued support. So as mentioned, I will be sharing what I made for hashtag SelflessSew April 23, and I will also be sharing my plans for the hashtag Me Made May. And I will start off with my make for hashtag SelflessSew April 23. So if you don't know what this challenge is, this is a challenge that took place during the month of April, and it was hosted by Adele, Claire, and Crystal. I originally heard about this channel by way of Michelle Sews Again. Michelle rounds up all of the different challenges that is happening on Instagram and in the sewing community in general, and she makes a video about them so that you can be informed. I love watching those videos so that I can see what's happening and not actually have to go digging myself. So thank you so much, Michelle. And I believe Michelle does this every month, and again, that's how I heard about it. But the challenge is for you to sew something for someone other than yourself. It's pretty much self-explanatory. I wanted to sew a couple of things, but I only got around to two. My 5-year-old asked me to make him a hat, and a bucket hat in particular. Of course, he didn't know the name of it, but he kept pointing to the particular kind, which was the bucket hat. So I had already purchased fabric for him to make a button front shirt for his birthday photos, and I decided to use that fabric to make the hats because I already had enough of it here. I had more than enough to make a shirt, so I just figured I could make a matching set. Now, at that particular time, I didn't have a bucket hat pattern for the boys, so I found several online and I downloaded one and I made it. Actually, I made two. That's why I said I had two makes. I made two because I can't do anything for one child and not the other without the siblings getting in these little spats because they want one too. But when I looked at the pattern, it looked small, so I didn't make the recommended size for the boys. I made the teenage size, which in my opinion still seems small, and it was. The brim is so small that I could not let them wear these hats because they look silly. So I'm gonna have to give them away, okay? Hopefully I can find a home for them, but I am in the process of making them new ones with a more accurate pattern, but I wanted to show them anyway, and I will let you see how they look in a minute, and so that you can see how small the brim is and you know how it came out. But it's actually pretty nice. I'll show you here and then I'll show you with them having it on. But this is a reversible bucket hat and it has Sonic on it, and here it is right here. This is the Sonic fabric that is interfaced with light interfacing, and on the inside I used denim, and that is not interface. The pattern didn't call for these tabs, but because I know that we'll be wearing these, well, they will be wearing these type of hats on vacation a lot, and we go cruises. It's like that's our main vacation in the summer, and then we go to Orlando in the spring. But I knew that they would be wearing these on the cruise ship, and there's a lot of air on the top of that ship, and your hat will fly away sometimes. So anyway, I added these ties so that they can tie up. But yep, this is the hat. It has a lot of detail, the top stitching just like any other bucket hat. I did find it to be weird that the shape for the top is oval, but that's what it is. So yeah, this is my make. I had two of them, like I said, for hashtag SelflessSew April, and I will go ahead and insert the photos. All right, so for Me Made May. Me Made May is a sewing challenge to wear and reflect on your sewing makes for the month of May, and the creator is Zoe, and I will link to all of her information in the description box below so that you can check her out and find out anything else that you may not have learned from me about this challenge. But during this challenge, you are to design your personal pledge, and the goal is to intentionally wear your self-made items more or in a different way than you normally do. And you're also supposed to make sure that your pledge is challenging but doable at the same time. You can either share your pledge with others or keep it to yourself, but have fun with it. Okay, so some people do think that you're supposed to make new items, but you don't have to make new items. It's not part of the challenge. And so I also had mentioned that this is not a photo challenge, and that sharing photos and videos, that's just an optional thing. But for me, I do plan to share a weekly video of everything that I wore during the weeks of May. I shared my makes in the same way last year, and I really enjoyed doing it that way, and so that is the reason why I'm going to do it like that again. I just every day had a short 2-minute clip or so showing you what I wore, maybe even talked about my day a little bit if anything was exciting. So I'll do that again. And even though like making new garments is not part of the challenge, you may see a few new things in my videos because I do kind of want to make a couple of things to add to them, just some small easy to sew type of makes. Another challenge for myself this year is to make sure I reach for things that I did not have in my videos last year. I know I'm gonna have some repeats, but I will definitely style it in a different way, kind of like what I had mentioned earlier. That is what you should expect from me during this month of May. I do enjoy it. I eventually want to have a 100% me made wardrobe, minus, you know, some things that I'm just not interested in making. So that is all I have for you today. Like I said, nice and quick. Although the hats for the boys didn't turn out as planned, let me know how you like them in the comments below, and also let me know if you plan to participate in Me Made May this year. I am getting ready to close out this video, but before I leave, you know what I'm getting ready to say. Please take a pause for the calls and click the like button and the subscribe button and the gray notification bell so that you can be notified of future videos. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all of my new and returning subscribers for your support, and I will see you in the next video, which will be soon. Bye!